So in previous session, we discussed about architecture of Linux, right? In architecture of Linux, we basically discussed about what is the architecture. There is a root, okay, and inside root we have the default subdirectories, that is 19, okay, and then custom directories which we used to create manually, and 17 are OS managed and 2 are users home directory. So this is what the architecture is of the Linux. So this one will validate, and along with that, here we have okay sister defined data and user defined data, and along with that we could have two types of user. One is super user, and the another one is normal user. These are few of the things we talked about, and along with that, we also talked about the differences between Linux and Windows. Right? This is what we discussed. So now what I'm going to do, I am here and I will launch one EC2 instance, and we will be executing and will be understanding how things work out in Linux. Okay, that's what the target is, to understand. So this is one particular instance. I don't need this. Do you need this instance? Yes or no?
No.
Okay, if you don't need, just get this terminated immediately, because you are using free tier AWS account, and you should not once your practicals are being done, then please get them terminated. Okay, that is my own recommendation to you. Okay, so that you can avoid any unnecessary billings. So here I will, okay, let me do one thing. Let me say tutorial Linux. Okay, this is the name I'm giving. Amazon Linux I'm using. I can use Amazon Linux, Red Hat, Ubuntu, anyone. Okay, here I go to Amazon Linux 2023. That is the latest one. I'll be using T2.micro. It comes under free tier AWS account. Key pair. I don't have the key pair available with me. So what I will do, I'll just go and say create new key pair, and I will give your name here. Okay, as this is your AWS account, I will say Abdul. I'll give it from your name. Okay, and I will say create key pair. Okay, so key pair got download. And here I'll go, I will say select security group. I'll be selecting, and here I don't have any security group because you have not given the proper names here into your AWS account. So I will create new security group. I will allow SSH from anywhere, that is fine. And along with that, what I can do here, I will go to the edit and I will say security group name is web server. This is the name I'm giving. Okay. Web server, what I can do, I can give it a name as Linux. Okay. Linux EC2. Okay, so that we can identify this is, here we have allowed port number 22. Okay, SSH is being allowed. Along with that, I also want to allow HTTP here. That is fine. Okay, and here I'll go from anywhere I want to allow. That looks fine. What I can do, GP2 or GP3, we can choose anyone. And here I am. I will click on launch instance. So instance is getting launched, and till the time what I will do, I will just go here to the download, and I have this key pair with your name. I will paste this out key pair here. Okay, and this is your account, so key pair is also your name. Fine. Here I go and I will access Putty Gen. And through Putty Gen, what I'll do, I'll just go load and I will say all files. Here I'm able to find with your name. I'll go here, I'll say save private key, yes. And here I will give the same name, Abdul. Okay. And I'll click on save. Now I am good. So now I should be able to see one PPK file is being generated with your name, Abdul.ppk. Here I'll go, I'll open putty.exe and I will go to instance, running instance, which we have. Okay, here see, AWS has added this feature. Earlier it was not, we had to apply filter here. The running is okay, apply the filter. So only running will be shown to me, others are gone. So I'll select this out. Here is the public IP. I'll go here. I'll paste credentials. I'll click on browse and I'll say Abdul.ppk. Okay. And here I got connected with this EC2 instance.
Yep.
Any questions till the time?
No, your screen was lagging a lot. That's what I was saying, but it's okay now.
Okay. So default user for Amazon Linux is EC2-user. I'll log in with this particular user and now try to see what we discussed till the time. So see, this EC2-user is a normal user. Okay, and here we can see this is the dollar symbol. Okay, that's what we discussed earlier. So here if I
Yep.
just go and here I mention normal user will appear with the dollar, right? We can see this is the
Yep.
dollar. Now if I
Yep.
want to switch to root, okay, how can I do? I will say, okay, so this particular user has sudo privileges. How to make changes in the sudo or how to add any user as part of sudo group, that we will discuss later. Okay. But at this moment of time, I will. What's happening? Hello?
But your screen is, yeah,
Stuck?
it's okay. Yeah, it's okay now.
Okay. Let me.
Keep getting stuck or freeze. I don't know why.
One second. Let me do one thing then. Let me switch my Wi-Fi. Okay, I have changed my Wi-Fi connection. Let me give it a try. Let me restart the session. Okay, it is EC2-user. Okay, again I got logged in. So as I told here, it shows as dollar. It means this is the normal user. Okay,
Yep.
what I want to switch to the root. Okay, this user doesn't have enough privileges. I want to switch it. How will I switch it? I will switch sudo su hyphen. I'll press enter. So now
Yep.
sudo with sudo privileges, I have to su means switch user. Okay. So here see, it is not dollar. It has been changed. Oh, sorry. It is not dollar. Earlier it was dollar. Now it is hash. Right? Now it is hash. So see what I explained you earlier. I told if you are a normal user, your prompt will in the prompt you will be having a dollar symbol. But if you are a super user, you will be having the hash. Okay, it means you are the super user, you are having all the privileges, every command, anything you can execute here. Okay, that is one of the thing. Now let's try to understand multiple commands. So clear up is to clear the screen. So now we can see this is the root user. Okay, and this is the host name, and here tilde symbol shows this is the home directory of root user, and hash is shows it is a super user, it is having all the privileges. So now what I want is I want to execute. Okay, for example, I don't understand anything about Linux, I want to understand from basic to advanced level. Okay, so what is the basic command I can execute? Initially we will look into them and then we will proceed one by one. So here if I execute one command, that is date. Okay, so here it is showing me today is Thursday, that is Feb 2617 is the time in UTC, that and 2025. Showing me the date. If I want to, I will say CAL, and once I execute CAL, then here it will be showing me the calendar. Okay, and it is showing me today is the 20th date. Okay, that looks good. Now, if for example I want to see here what is being available into this particular path. Okay, so for that, if I go to Windows, for example, okay, here I am. So once I go to this particular folder, I am able to see anything. But in Linux, that is not the case. We will not be able to see anything by default, what files and folders are being available here. So for that, what we will have to do, we will have to execute one command, that is ls. Okay, so
Yep.
once we execute ls, then it will show us whether anything is being available or not. right? So
Yep.
now while I did ls, it is not showing me anything. But next I can do, I will say ls hyphen a. And once I say ls hyphen a, it means I want to see the hidden files as well. So once I do ls hyphen a, then here it is showing me these hidden files. Okay. Here you see all the files are being started by dot. Okay. So all the hidden files in Linux get started by dot only. So here, all these are the hidden files. So that's why while you performed ls, you were not able to see anything. But while you did ls-a, you were able to see all the files. Any questions till the time?
Why do we have hidden files? Like,
Okay.
what's their
See,
purpose?
see, in every system, everywhere, in fact, in Windows as well, we will be having the hidden files. So hidden files are having certain functionalities which works into the backend. Okay, you may not be needing to understand them, or you may be needing to understand from technical perspective, but hidden files will always be there. For example, we are able to see this shell. Okay, there are these bash files we are able to see, right? If we will get these files deleted, then our bash shell, then our this bash uh, will get appear differently to us. Okay, it will not showcase exactly how it should be. So that's why every hidden file is having their own functionality or mechanism. In Windows also we have the hidden files. Okay, if I just go here, okay, we go to, I believe, somewhere in, we used to go somewhere in set properties, if I'm not properties, somewhere is there options, right? Okay, view, and here we have, see, show hidden files and folders and drives, right? This is being ticked, although this is a folder which is being manually created, right? But sometimes there will be the files, maybe you will be able to see in C drive. Let me see. Okay, you can see this file, program data and program recovery. This seems to be the hidden folders basically. If I'll just go here, I'll go to the options. Okay, I'll say, and I say don't show hidden files and folders. See, these two folders are gone. If I click on show, apply, see, these folders are coming up. So everywhere, in whether it is Windows or Linux, we will have the hidden files and folders.
Okay.
Okay, now, so these are two commands, two or three commands, which we discussed about. The next is, here we need to understand the architecture first. Okay, and how will we understand the architecture? So before understanding the architecture, there is one more command, that is pwd. Okay, pwd is print working directory. So it will let us know where we are actually. Okay, that is, we are at the slash. Slash is a parent, and inside slash there is something that is root. That's what we discussed here. We said slash is the parent directory, but we call it as a root directory. And inside that, what we told there are total 19 directories, okay, by default, because we haven't made any changes into our Linux system. This is a raw or fresh installation, right? So custom directory doesn't exist at this moment of time because we haven't created. So there are 19 folders, and out of 19 folders, there is 17 are OS managed and 2 are user home directory. And in 2 home directory, we can see one is root, right? Slash root. So that's why where we are at this particular location. So while we did pwd, we are able to see it is slash root at this moment of time. So let me do one thing. There is one more command, that is to change directory. In Windows cd is change directory. For example, in Windows, if I want to go into this particular folder, what I will do, I will just go and click on this particular folder. Okay, once I double click on this particular folder, then I went inside this folder, right? Similarly, in Linux,
Yep.
if we want to go inside one particular folder, we have to use this command cd. And after doing cd, where I want to go, I want to go to slash. Okay, maybe if I want to go to this particular folder .ssh, okay, this blue icon shows a folder or directory. If I want to go inside this, I will say cd.ssh. Okay, I am inside this. Now if I will do pwd, it will show me you are inside the root, and under root you have a folder that is .ssh. You are here. Similarly, now to understand the architecture, what I want to go here at the topmost, which we discussed, where here I want to go. Okay, slash. So here I say cd slash, I will clear the screen, and now I will say ls. So once I say ls, see what is happening here. So how many folders are being available? Let's have a look into this. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, and 19. Temp is not a uh, temp is something like
Correct.
temp we don't consider it, right? Okay, so 19 are the total folders which are being available, right? So out of which what we discussed 19 default subdirectories are available, 17 are OS managed, and 2 are users home directory. So similarly here, if you see, this is the home directory of root. Okay, and there is
Yep.
one more folder or directory which is being available. Its name is home.
Home.
Okay, this inside this particular user, there will be inside this particular folder or directory, there will be multiple home directories of user. Okay, for example, here if I just go cd home, okay, and if I do ls, then we can see we have one more user, ec2 hyphen user, right, through which we got connected. So if I will create one more user, abdul, he will also have a home directory here.
Okay.
Okay, where will
Yep.
he has his home directory? His home directory will also be here.
Correct.
Okay,
Yep. I got it.
let's try to create one user. Okay, let me do one thing. Okay, let me create one user, add user. Okay, and let me give it a name as maybe abdul. Okay, so I created one user. If I do lsc, what happened? One home directory with the name abdul also got created. So whenever abdul will get logged in, okay, his data will get saved under this particular directory. Okay, he needs to save his data. He will have all the privileges into this particular home directory. So all the data related to abdul will be stored under this particular directory only. Similarly, this particular user is also having his own home directory. So now if I want to get this particular user deleted, how can I get this deleted? I need to get this deleted, or let it
Alright.
be. Okay, I don't need to get this deleted. Okay, I'm fine. Now next is what I want. I want to switch this as the home directory. Okay, this is the root. Okay, he want to move to his home directory. Anywhere he is, he need to use this tilt symbol. Okay, and once he use his tilt symbol, directly he will get landed into this particular home directory. Do you have any questions till the time?
To going back to home directory, we use slash before, right? Or that was
No,
not.
no.
So
Slash we
what?
use while we need to reach out to the parent directory. Okay,
Okay.
and if any user is there, maybe Abdul get logged in with his own account. Okay, he want to go to his home directory. Okay, what he will do, he will use this tilt. Okay, once this tilt symbol is being used, he will directly get slanted into his home directory, like this root went,
So
right? Okay,
if we are not logging as a root user, we are just a normal user, then we can use
your
cd
voice is
slash.
low. Your voice is low.
Uh, I'm saying if you are logged in as a normal user, then you need to use cd slash to get to the directory.
No. If you are logged in with normal users and you want to log it, you want to get into your EC2 hyphen, oh sorry, into its home directory, right? Then also you can use cd slash. I can just show you. Let me do one thing. Okay, let me log in as EC2 hyphen user. Okay, so here I got logged in, and where this particular user is at the home directory of root. Okay, this particular user wants to log in into its own home directory. How can he get logged in? He can say cd tilde enter. Once he did, okay, see, he got logged in as, if I do pwd, okay, c/home/ec2 hyphen user. So any user, whether that is a root user, normal user, anyone, if he's using the command, it will have the same impact.
Okay.
Okay.
Yep.
Give me a minute. Okay.